think I talked too much this morning, maybe. I know most of you in this room, and I'm blessed to call you friends and part of this church. The early service, I didn't know anybody. And I'll probably never see them again in my life. But so Father Bill just asked me to tell why this church is so special to me. My young family in 2001 came out here, bought a ranch 23 years ago, and we knew that church had to be part of our weekends. If we're going to be out here every weekend, we have to go to a church. So we started going to the small little Lutheran church in Rudersville. Our neighbors went there. I'm not Lutheran. And it was wonderful at that time. We loved the people of the church, but it's gone through some transition, as most of the churches out here, if you've been around here for very long, these churches are just dying. And a lot of that has happened just being a country church, but a lot of that also is with COVID. Our kids and us have forgotten how to go to church every Sunday morning. And this place just really fit all the things that I was looking for. It checked every single box. After my husband died, I started going to church with my dad in LaGrange. So we tried that. Then there was, again, some transition. And then we tried another church. And then several of my friends in here said, you have to come to St. Cecilia's a couple of years ago. And so I came, and I have to say, you're pretty great, but it was the music.
Preach.
I know.
Amen.
So, but if you've noticed, churches out here just can't do the music. So I'm supplementing my church with KSBJ on the radio, with the message, with going to my kids' chapels, both of them on Friday, afternoons, watching services. But I'm having to fulfill what I need from what I feel like is church and my faith with a lot of other things. What I found here, and I mentioned this earlier, my grandfather used to say, Dena, you got to go to church every Sunday because that's where you fill your tank. Just like you fill your gas in your car. You can't go anywhere if your tank is empty. This place, the people, the music, the messages are just so brilliant. I'm trying not to feed your ego. But it just really fills my tank, and I love looking out on a congregation and knowing more than half of you as very close friends. And I grew up in a Baptist church where there was community. We did everything around the church. We went to the lunches, the potluck lunches after church. We did things during the week with everyone we went to church with. That was our community, and that's the way God intended it to be. He wants us to surround ourselves with other believers. Well, there are a lot of people that want to come to this church, I know, but we don't have room, as you can see. And we have to think of it as, I can't take what I have now with me. I can give some to my kids, but what I can do is I can invest in the future of this community and in my children, hopefully my grandchildren. And never in my lifetime has it ever even come to me. There might be a building program for a church that's already established and they need more space or another campus, but literally this is a 3-year-old church. We're at the very ground floor of this, and we have this vision that we want to give this legacy to our children, our grandchildren, our community. A place where everyone can come, and a small family of 4, there's not 4 seats together here. They wouldn't be able to stay. We could squish in, but nobody likes to do that. But it just, this church can fill a gap in this community. And if you haven't noticed, there's more and more people moving out here. Not just for weekends, but all the time. The crazy Californians, of which one belongs to me. And, a lot of other people. So I feel strongly in my heart that we are here at such a time as this to really invest our hearts, our time, our treasures, and our talents to build a community and have a place to house whatever we want to do with it. We can have children's church, we can have Sunday schools, we can start drawing from so far away, Washington County, Fayette County, and we're in a central location. People will drive past us, see us, and say, oh my gosh. They'll see us out and about, and I hope they say, I want what she has. So don't catch me on a bad parking day. But I just, I want us to be happy and magnetic to other people that just say, that's missing in my life too, and we have a place for every single person. People that have gone before us, someone said, have bought these chairs, built this chapel, made it possible for us to be here, and we're squished. We have to have bigger facilities. And so what I would ask for you is just to prayerfully go to the Lord and say, give me a number. And he's going to give you a number and you're going to go, yeah, right. But then someone approached me after church today and she said, I'm an artist. I don't, have much money. I can't contribute much. This seems like a lot of money. And I said, well, I ask that you pray on a number. God, give me a number. And she's kind of going, but I can't give much. And I said, it's a 3-year pledge. Break that 3 years into 36 months, or I can't do the math of how many weeks. But just bring it down to small bites, and he will make you comfortable with that. And then, if you're still not comfortable with what's coming to you, you're an artist. It's time, talent, and treasure. It's not just money. You can sell a piece of artwork, or we can have an auction or a raffle. And there's lots of people in this room that would love to have a beautiful piece of art, especially if it goes toward building our church. There's musicians, they have no idea I'm going to say this, that might play for a party for you if you donate to the church. Might. So, not y'all, someone else. But I think what people forget is it's not just the big checks. It's a lot of little checks, but it's also your time, talent, and your treasures. So, did I miss anything?
You did good, Dena. Thank you so much. And you can never say thank you enough because it's because of your generosity and your consistent and generous, even sacrificial gifts that we're able to have great music, that we're able to have the Hall Creek Chapel. So thank you for being